Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is Tiffany Renee, and I'm back again with another video for you guys. So today's video, y'all know what? I'm gonna change the oil in my truck. So y'all know, if y'all seen some of my shorts where my husband was helping me change the oil in my truck before, he was teaching me. I didn't do the whole thing or do a whole lot by myself. He was helping me, and I got so many comments. Oh my gosh, you didn't do nothing because you didn't get dirty and all this, blah blah blah. Anyways, we're gonna skip all that. Fast forward to now. So today I'm gonna change the oil in my truck myself, and my husband's done it a million times and he's never got dirty or super dirty. I don't know what you guys are changing or doing, but you don't have to get super dirty. You already seen me change the oil in my bike. I didn't get super dirty doing that, so you don't have to get super dirty when you're doing it in your truck. So all you guys know, I have a Trackhawk 6.2 liters, so I have all my supplies here that I'm gonna need. Here goes here. So I typically go to O'Reilly's, and that's where I get my supplies from. So today, I picked up all my oil, the 0W40. It takes, I'm going to need at least 7 quarts. So I got the gallon there, and I got 2 quarts here, so I can fill up. Of course, you got to make sure you get a filter. It's okay if you go there, you don't know what you're looking for, you can tell the guys at the front desk. If you tell them your make and model year, they'll help you get your filter that you're going to need for your vehicle. Of course, because I have the 6.2 liter, that makes a difference. So I had to make sure I told them the right one, the filter that I needed. And I got a couple more shop towels here. And for all this, I spent like $95 to do this. So I'm going to be saving some money. First is taking to the dealer, which would be $200+ just to change the oil in my truck. Oh, my tools I forgot to mention. I have my 13mm socket. Of course, the funnel you need for your oil. This is the wrench for my filter to get that off. And I got a couple more shop towels ready to go. Throw some gloves on. I'm about to get ready to get under here and get started and get this oil changed because it's hot out here. I know y'all probably hear my fan in the background because I got to try to get some kind of circulation. It's hot. But y'all know I'm not afraid of heat, not afraid to be outside. And I'm going to put some gloves on because I don't want to get my hands dirty. Alright guys, my kids are in the background as well, so if you hear some noises, this is all real life here. They said they're going to sit here and be good today. We'll see how much that works out. Alright. So, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get in here. Of course, I got to locate where my oil pan is. I'm going to get this light up a little bit. So, I can drain the oil from my oil pan here. So, and which is right up here, and this is what I'll need the wrench for, the 13mm socket, sorry, so I can get up there and loosen that bolt. So this is the bolt here that I'm gonna need for my oil pan, so we can drain this oil. And you want to make sure when you put your socket up here on this bolt that you put it pretty flush and it's not like loose or anything. You'll make sure you get it there pretty tight because you don't want to strip your bolt up here trying to just hurry up and put it up there. All right. Alright, got it loose already. Now, let's get ready to get this off. Let me make sure I move this under here because once I get this bolt out, this oil is going to start to drain. And of course, you know, I let the truck run for a little while. I let it run for a little bit so I can make sure the oil is good and loose and warm, so that way the oil will come out once it starts draining. Alright, this is why you need shop towels. And this oil is black and dirty. But of course, like I said, I let it run a little bit to get the oil. Make sure the oil was nice and warm so it can drain. Now, of course, I did let it cool off a little bit because you don't want to be too hot and you up here trying to get this bolt off. And some of that oil will get on your hand once you get that bolt out. So you don't want to be too hot. And I got this cardboard under here so I can try to protect my floor as much as possible, so I don't mess my floors up. And once that oil gets down pretty good and it's drained good, then we're gonna go and do the filter and get that down as well. So right now what we're gonna do is just sit here and let this kind of drain. Please don't just dump your oil in the drain, sewage drain, or just pour it in the ground. I know O'Reilly's, which is where we go, typically they offer the free service for you to go and discard your used oil. So you just go in there and tell them you got some used oil you need to discard. They'll have you to pull around to the back or side or wherever, and they'll let you pour it into their container there to get rid of your oil. So that's pretty much what we do for our oil. when we're changing the bike, the trucks, and all that. We just take out our used oil up to O'Reilly's. So right now, guys, I'm gonna sit here. I'm just kind of looking over my plug, my boat here from my oil pan to make sure there's no like excess metal or anything like that. Same thing I did when I was changing the oil in my bike. I was inspecting, make sure I didn't see any like excess metal or anything like that that's going up through my oil. But ladies, don't be afraid to get up under here and kind of do stuff. And men, also, look, I'm not going to exclude y'all from anything, but don't be afraid to get up here and try things yourself. If you have time, I understand if you don't have time, if you don't want to, I get it. But you know, if you have time, this is not hard to do. And it's not even that, like I said, that messy or anything. So don't be afraid to get up there and try new things and do things for yourself. Save yourself some coins if you can. Women, if you want to help your husband out, show him some appreciation, you know, things like that. You know, I do this to try to help him out because my husband does so much for me. So, you know, I do things like this to show him, look, I can get it too. I can do it too. And it's also an encouragement, you know, for other women who just feel like it's just not a place for them to do. Look, you can do that, and you can still dress up and go out at night too. So many different things you can do. Y'all know I have little girls that, you know, I have to be a great role model for them, that I try to show them like they can be well-rounded with things. And there's a balance in life. And, you know, I'm having fun doing it because I'm bringing content to you guys as well. So it's just so many aspects that you can look at what everything that I'm doing. So as we sit here and let this oil drain before we get to the filter and everything, I'm gonna go get some water because I did bring my water out here. It's hot. I hate to keep telling y'all that. So I'm gonna go drink me some water real quick. I'm gonna take these gloves off and we'll get back to it. All right, we got the oil pan all drained. Oil's gone there. Get ready to get up under here, get this filter off. That's the next thing to drain, and then we'll get the new filter on, and then we'll be ready to get ready to put some new oil in here. So let's get this done. All right, let's get this filter off, and then we'll get everything new one in, get the plug back in, and get this new oil in there. I'm gonna move this over closer to where the filter is on this side so it can drain. Gotta move my light up, y'all can't see. All right, guys, so I'm under here. It's probably gonna be kind of hard for me to kind of show you where my filter is under here because it might be too dark or a little shadow here, but I see where the filter is. I have my filter wrench here. I'm gonna stick up here to go ahead and loosen it and get the filter off. I know the oil will probably drain just a little bit on my arm a little bit when I get the filter loose and bringing it down, but it won't be a mess where I can't recover from. So it's right here. Let me make sure I got that over enough. And once you feel it get loose, you can kind of rock it loose enough where you'll be able to unscrew it and get it off and pull down. All right, I got it loose. Now it's just a matter of unscrewing it and getting it off. And you can see the oil's already draining. I about got the filter all the way off. Having to lift myself up to get myself a little bit closer to it so I don't lose the filter coming down. And see, this is about the most of the mess that I've got here from getting that filter down. And what did I tell you? Got my shop towel here. Let's get this all, and I'm just gonna take this glove off and put a new one on. But that wasn't too bad at all. Yes, baby. You think I'm gonna need some ice? Oh, my little helper's over here trying to make sure I stay cool because it's hot out here. While they sit over there and eat ice. I guess I didn't want the popsicles, I'd rather have ice. But whatever keeps them happy. Yes, babe. Do I like working out? Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but we have to, right? Why we work out? So I can what? So I can exercise, but that's what I'm doing is exercising. Your body straight. I'll take it. All right, so this is what the filter looks like when I got it off. You want to make sure that that seal there comes off. Sometimes that seal will still be stuck up there onto the where your filter's at. So you want to make sure it comes down because you can't put a fresh one up there on top of an old one, it won't stick or hold or anything. So I'm glad that came off. I don't have to go out there and fish for it. All right, so once I do get the new filter out and get everything ready to go, I'm going to make sure, which I'm going to show you guys, that I put some oil around the seal. Now, I've seen some people, and I've done it in the past, I'll pour some oil into my filter, but that's something, that's a preference. So this time I'm probably just going to put some oil around the seal and then stick the filter up there. Of course, you know, make sure I'm going to get the plug back in there and everything. And then we'll get all the new oil, pour that in there. Alright guys, so got the plug and everything cleaned off. I'm getting ready to put the plug back up here. Wipe everything off, kind of clean up, tidy up a little bit before I start putting the new oil or anything and the new filter and everything back in. So let's get this in here, and then I'm gonna kind of wipe off everything. And I just got it in hand tight for now. I'll go back and tighten that back up. I just want to kind of wipe everything off and get everything up there. Once I put the filter on though, I am going to put that up there. And hand tight is just okay for that one because the pressure from the oil and everything else, it'll seal itself up even tighter for that. Alright, so I have my filter here. Get ready to get this all prepped. Like I said, I'm going to put some oil around the seal. And this is what the new one looks like here. So, and there's the seal there that I was showing you. You can see what it looks like on a clean one. So I'm gonna put some oil around that to lubricate that. Y'all said some water. Y'all can make with snacks and everything else. Okay.
Mom, this is for our forehead and this is for the eat.
Oh, okay. Y'all can make with ice packs and everything.
Yeah, we have too many napkins.
Oh.
We need them.
Okay.
Yeah, we need too many napkins.
Yeah. That sounds about
So,
right.
Mom, this is, Mama. This is for to put my popcorn on, okay?
Okay.
Popcorn.
I'm just gonna stick my finger in there and put some oil around here.
Mom, can you open my popcorn?
See again, I cannot open your popcorn. Mommy's hands are dirty because I have oil on my fingers. If you could tell Sissy over for you.
Can you open my popcorn since you don't have no oil?
Alright.
I need it.
Alright, we're all oiled up. Let's get ready to get this filter on up here. We're almost done. And like I said, when I put this up here, you want to make sure you get it up here straight and it's not crooked. It's at a good straight angle. Alright. Oh, still clean. So I got the filter up there. Like I said, hand tight is good enough for that. I made sure I twist it with a good enough grip where I felt, well, I couldn't pretty much turn it anymore. And now I'm about to tighten up the plug. Make sure I get it up there tight enough. Alright, so now I'm going to use the torque wrench here to get up under there to make sure I got it torqued this back, and then it costs about 20 pounds. So let's get this on. Alright. We're good to go. Alright, got all the undercarriage, everything put away there, locked up, tightened up, sealed up. Now we're getting ready to pour the fresh oil in. I'm gonna get all the fresh oil poured in. Pulled in. Y'all, this heat's got me talking delirious. But anyways, get all the fresh oil poured in. Once you do that, we'll get the truck off the ramp. Then I'm gonna check the levels and everything, and we're good to go. Short people problems. I got a step ladder, and I'm still barely reaching it. So I have my funnel. Stick it on in there. Like a piece of lint or something. Alright. Set the oil pour and begin. Alright, get this oil poured in. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the one I had already opened. So I'm gonna get this one all poured in. And I'm gonna kind of take my time to make sure it doesn't come all the way to the top and overflow rather. One down, 2 to go. All right, y'all, this is the heavy one, so I had to do a little extra movement here for this one. This one I had to be a little bit more steady hand with because I had to pour from a higher angle and I didn't want to drop anything down there on my motor or anything. This was a 2-hand ordeal here. Make sure I get every drip drop of this, y'all. And voila! I have successfully changed my oil. Just like I did when I changed the oil on EJ, I can change the oil in my truck as well. Considering I don't have to do you don't have 3 holes here like you do on a bike. But that is coming up. I do have to do my 3-hole change on my bike soon, so I think I might do a video on that as well. Ladies, we got this. We can do this. Alright, so now we get ready to check the oil levels. Clean this off first, the dipstick here off. So we're gonna walk in the light so y'all can see. It's dark in my garage. So there is some rigid lines right up here at the end of it, at the tip of it. There's some rigid lines there. And that's where you want to make sure your oil level is up to there. The oil lines, they're rigid. They're right in there. So, we're good to go. That's pretty much it, guys. I have fresh oil now. My baby's ready to continue to ride. So, did I get dirty? Nope, not yet. Still clean. Maybe a little bit on my hand with gloves on. Changed those. That wasn't bad either. Maybe had a spot on my arm, but nothing too bad. Did I get sweaty? That's about the most of it. Yes, I got a little sweaty out here. My fan did all it could, but it's okay. I was determined to get this done. And that's pretty much it. So, yes, I know my supercharger has oil in it. And most of the time, I don't do it. We take it to the dealer and let them do it. Because that process is a lot tedious. It's a lot more involved with that. So, I'll take that in when I get that change. I'll take that into the dealer. Ladies, look, you can get out there in your garage. You can do some things. Help your husband out. Do it for yourself. Even if you don't have one. Look, these are things that we can do. Make sure you guys share it, comment, like, subscribe. We are almost to 100. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to get to 100K. I'm sitting right at 90, a little over 90, but we're on our way. 100K, we're coming. Tip Squad, I love you guys. Until next time, bye.